So guys, we just wanted to give you like a real life situation on what is it to be a pig owner. A lot of you guys ask us how is it to, what is it like to have a pet pig? So if you're interested, keep on watching. So just so you know, don't judge us, because this whole thing about making videos on YouTube, we're new at it. We started back then, but we kind of stopped because we were focusing on YouTube and on Instagram. If, by the way, you are not following us, you should. But oh my goodness, guys, this thing is heavy. So yeah, we're gonna be showing you a little bit. Daddy just got back from work, and what is Daddy doing? Let's see. The Polo Family dad. What is a Polo Family dad doing? My arm. Guys, wait. Let's see, what is he doing? So she gets a lot of love.
Look at the bubbles.
One other thing, guys, if you're gonna have a pet pig, one thing you have to remember is they always have this thing around. They're always hungry. No matter how much you feed them, they're always hungry. There's always space for food. So yeah, guys, so if you're interested, keep on watching. Right now, my husband just got back from work and he's gonna be cooking. So let's see, what is he gonna be cooking? Why you're not gonna cook? He's gonna cook. Let's see what he cooks. I'm gonna show you guys. Alright, guys. So, one of the most asked questions, I feel like, is why did you guys decided to have a pet pig? So, just a background, I always love pigs. Me personally, I am obsessed with pigs. I think they're so adorable. And when I was little, I was able to have one. So now that I'm older and I was able to find a good breeder, and after so much research, I was able to get her. I know a lot of people are very anti-breeder and buying pigs, just like with dogs. A lot of people prefer for you to adopt a dog or a pig instead of buying one. But in our case, what worked best was to actually buy her. So I think it's just personal choice. If you adopt them, that's really great. I hope that I can do that in the future. But for our first one, we decided to actually buy one. So where did we get Pinky from? We got Pinky from a local breeder. This is a farm that actually they do that for a living. And a lot of people are very anti how they mix their bloodlines so that they're a little bit smaller, and they say that all these things they do is really bad for the pigs. But me personally, I feel like it's just like with dogs. When you mix dogs, you just need to know what you're doing in order not to harm them. I think I'm not a pig expert, but as far as I have read, and I kind of researched, there's a good way of doing it and there's also a bad way of doing it. And it all depends on how knowledgeable you are, and I do trust that if that's what they're doing for a living, I do respect that. So we got her from a local breeder, which was really good. And we were told that she was gonna be about 35 to 45 pounds. I wanna give you a disclaimer. When you see those baby mini pigs and people say those are micro pigs, there's not such a thing. They're not gonna stay that little. They're just babies. Like any other animal, they're gonna grow. It all depends on their bloodline. So a pig can grow from 35, 45, 55, 100 pounds to 300 pounds and more. You really never know how big your pig is going to get until they grow. What's important is that you give them the right amount of food, not too much food, not too little bit of food. You need to feed them correctly. For us personally, we have 2 different vets for Pinky because I am a big believer that I like 2 opinions, you know. And these 2 vets are family vets that not only see Pinky, but actually see our dogs, our cats, all of our animals in the family. So I trust them a lot in the advice that they give me. So yeah, so that's one thing I feel is really, really important, that you find a really good vet that you can trust. You know, a lot of the times when I actually mention of what I was told that Pinky was going to be like 45, 55 pounds, I don't know, people really come at me, especially on TikTok, saying like, you know, that's impossible, that's a lie, don't say that, you are underfeeding her, and all of these things are actually false. I do not underfeed Pinky. Like, I do not underfeed any of my pets. My intention is not for her to be small or big. She's gonna be as big as she's gonna be. Like for my dog, I got my dog, actually adopted my dog. I didn't know how big she was gonna get. Doesn't mean, oh, if she gets too big, I'm gonna get rid of her. Like, that was never something that crossed my mind with my dog. It is not something that crosses my mind with my pig. There is a fear that people say, what if she's like 500 pounds, 300 pounds? I don't really think that's gonna be the case with Pinky, but even if it was, I'm still gonna keep Pinky because she is part of our family. It was never a thought that if she gets to a certain amount of pounds, then we're gonna get rid of her. It's not. And I understand where people are coming from, because a lot of the people don't really do their research, don't really understand the responsibility of owning a pig, and they just buy a pig because they think it's gonna stay. I don't know who thinks it's gonna stay this little and they're not gonna grow. I mean, come on, all animals have to grow. But they think, for some reason, people think that they're gonna be very, very small, and that is not true. That's simply not true. They're gonna grow, probably like a medium or large size dog. Not as tall, because their bone structure is not that they're gonna be really tall, but they're gonna be like wider, so they're gonna be heavier. But as I said, we don't know until Pinky grows. But as what my vet is saying, she's gonna be on the smaller side. And I already knew that because my breeder did state that her bloodline was from not the smallest that they do, but it's actually the medium kind of side. So I don't know, that could be true, that could not be true. We're gonna find out whenever she grows to that level. Another question that I keep getting asked is, what does she eat? So they do have special pallets for pigs, especially for mini pigs. You can research about mini pigs in the American Mini Pig Association. They have pretty cool information in there. There's a lot of different breeds of pigs, just like there's for dogs. But it's really, really amazing to kind of understand so much about them, how smart they are, their personality. They can communicate with you in so many different ways, and they are so smart. They are so trainable. They are such clean animals and pets. Like, I think that out of all the pets that I've owned throughout my life, I think that the best pet that I have had has been my pig. And please excuse my dog. My daughter just got here from school, so she gets pretty excited. So what else? So she got me completely off track. But yeah, out of all the pets that I've owned, I think that my pig has been the best and easiest to care for. Actually, my pig is very loving and very cuddly, very gentle. I have no complaints about my pig, other than trying to wake me up earlier than normal to feed her because she never stops thinking about food. But that's her personality. My daughter just got here from school, and Bailey, our dog, she always goes and waits for her by the door. I think that, you know, just as much as you have to care for any other animal, you have to care as much for your pig. I don't think that is more difficult for my own experience. As I said, I have only had one pig, you know, and I am not a pig expert. But for my own experience, I feel like it has been way easier to care for my pigs than any other animal. Even while traveling, it's so much easier to travel with my pig than my dog. And granted, my dog has a lot of energy. She never stops. But my pig is a little bit more controllable, if that's a word. Hi!
Hi!
So she got back from school. Say hi to the Polo family.
Hi.
Hi!
I'm gonna take a shower.
Hi!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So yeah, guys. So for our own experience, what does she eat? So she has her own pellets that she gets, but also she eats a lot of vegetables because it's volume food, it's nutritious food, and it fills her up. Fruits is a little bit limited because of the amount of sugar, and that was advised by our vet. So, you know, as I said, you know, you have to find a good, reliable vet that will tell you exactly what they need. It is not good and healthy to overfeed your pig, as it is not good and healthy to underfeed your pig. Like any living thing in this world, you know, they need to eat the right amount of food. Even for us, so important that we eat what is needed for us to survive. The same thing with our animals. Mostly like, are they super loud? My pig, it's only, actually when we first got her, because she was still, you know, knowing us and things like that, every time we would pick her up, she would like make this massive noise. Like if you'd be like, people probably thought that we were killing something or someone. Like it was really bad. But actually, by our vet and by a lot of people that I watched on YouTube, you have to constantly hold them and carry them even if they don't like it, because they have to get used to you. They have to understand you are the one in charge. Of course, I don't believe anything in like harming them or like disciplining them. And sometimes you like think about it, like they are compared to a 2-year-old baby, right? Terrible twos. That's how their personality is going to be throughout the whole life. And one thing to keep in mind, pigs last a long time, like 25 years. So keep in mind, you're gonna have a baby, 2-year-old baby for the rest of your life, or however long they're gonna live for. So there is a lot of patience that is required, but I promise you, it is so rewarding. Like I feel like once they start trusting you, once they start seeing you as their parent, I don't know, like it's such a beautiful feeling. I love my dog and I love my husband and I love my daughter, but the feeling I get with my pig, as funny as it sounds, it gives me so much peace. I don't know, it's weird, but actually the pigs are used for the emotional support and also as service animals because they're very, very smart. So definitely if you're thinking about getting a pet pig, as long as you don't care how big the pig is going to get, as long as you don't care of how much patience and time and energy you have to invest on your pig, this is your sign to get a pig. I am telling you, they are such a beautiful pet. Like I'm telling you, it's like my baby. That's my baby. But just like any other animal, like a dog, a cat, any type of animal that you get, if you are really not committed to invest time, energy, love, patience, care, no matter how they turn out to be, then don't get it. Because especially for pigs, because they are so smart, they get attached to you in so many different levels that when pigs actually get separated from their home, pigs suffer so much, not only, you know, physically, but actually emotionally. And it is because of how smart they are. So definitely if you are willing to love that pet for the rest of their lives, I would not recommend it enough. Like I would definitely tell you, it is one of the best pets I have ever owned. But as I said, you really have to be You cannot just get a pig because, oh, they're gonna be cute and small for the rest of their lives, because it is not true. Your pig is gonna get however big it's gonna get. All pigs are different, especially when it comes to their bloodline. They're different. It's like you know, you are however tall you are, however you are because of your bloodline. It is the same thing with pigs. It could be a huge massive pig, as it could not be that big, but you have to be willing to accept it however it's going to be. So yeah guys, I don't want to make this video much longer, but if you want us to do like little, you know, vlogs and things like that, we can definitely do that. Trying to get more comfortable with the whole editing and the whole camera things. And if you have any specific questions that you guys want us to answer, leave them down below and we'll be happy to answer them. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye!